Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 40 of Total War Warhammer as the Dwarfs. And we've just managed to complete one of our story missions to get ourselves the Great Book of Grudges. I am a little bit concerned about this Varg army that is over here. Because my main army is quite weak and I'm concerned that they're going to come forward and try and attack me. But I think he's actually not got the movement range to get me. I do keep trying to damage him with one of my heroes. We were successful on the last turn. Actually did a fair bit of damage to one of their armies, so we'll keep trying to put that pressure on if at all possible. That's yeah, it is the Varg, the little sort of window. It looks like they're actually fighting Bretonia's army there, which is fine by me. Another grudge has been issued. Under Morgrim's disappointed glare, did the dwarves of Carrick Zilfin steal away a cook bound for the kitchens of Karaz Carrick. The secret of his nutty fig pudding recipe was the reason, a spiteful move to deprive the High King of one of his favourites in a petty retribution for difficult reckoner's inspection. A grudge has been recorded and there will be no negotiations with Zilflin until they give up the halfling. So we need to use a hero to perform an action against Carrick Zilfin. Okay, that is fine. So this army now is very, very weak. Now, even though this army's lost a lot of units, and I really don't want to lose any more, I'm very, very tempted just to go in now and take those guys out and get credit for the win. So we are literally just going to auto-resolve this. We lost 10 units, so hopefully we didn't actually lose any of our army at all. So we'll kill them off. Ability, the Hammer of Carrick Draz. So what have we got in here? We've got 17 units. We did lose a few more in there, so we lost a couple of Quarrelers. Although I might replace the Quarrelers with Thunderers anyway, and we want to get another Organ Gun. So another Organ Gun and a couple of Thunderers I think is what we want in this army. Obviously it's in a pretty bad position because it's getting attrition, but there's not really an awful lot that I can do about that at the moment. That said, we don't need to actually get them back to Karaz Kadrim. Well, yeah, we do if we want to sort of reinforce them. We'll do that anyway. Kenneth actually has a new ability point to spend, so let's go in and deal with that. Although you're not really doing an awful lot down here. We want to give you construction cost reduction for province capital and settlement buildings. Well, that's actually a good idea as we're using you to sort of take places back. So let's grab your little army and we will put the underway stance on and we'll get you back up here so we can go and take Carrick Herm on the next turn. So that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and end the turn there because I don't think there's anything more we can do. There are still some Varg armies up to the north that could be problematic. Still haven't seen anything of Bretonia yet. They've not got far enough south to really cause a problem to me. Although I am fully expecting that to happen before the end of this campaign. Winds of Magic change. Scalf is ready for duty. We're getting some... well, we knew we were getting that anyway. Let's take this army first. Let's go ahead and put you in normal stance. We'll move you over here and we will colonise the settlement. Province has been secured and we will go and build that up. And, well, yeah, we've got the money, we've got the food. Let's go ahead and start building these places up. We really need to. Let's go ahead and get some trinket makers. I don't think public order is going to be a huge issue down here. Let's go find Thorgrim's army. Because he is taking attrition, which we don't want to happen. We'll try and get you back up here. You'll still take attrition if you come this way, but there's not an awful lot you can do. Let's try and get you to Carrick Kadrim. Really? Is that as far as you can get? Seriously? March you up as much as you can. You shouldn't be taking attrition now because you're in our own territory. We can take Harrock down here. See if we can find some enemy armies that we could do something against, or we could move over and take some action against those other dwarves that we need to they're a long way away though, they're a really long way away. Let's get you over here. It's going to take you about 1,018,000 turns, but no, you can't even... We should be able to move through their territory. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can actually ever get here. You may still issue a command for the Black Mountains capital. Oh, of course. That's down here, just because we've just taken this place. So, what do we want? Public order. We don't really have corruption or anything. More tax rate, better growth. Cheaper costs for buildings. The growth could be useful, but yeah, we'll take the growth. We'll go ahead and do it that way. That's fine. We'll end the turn there then. We've got plenty of income at the moment anyway, so that is fine. Friendly units running around in my own territory I'm not particularly concerned with. But we do have a grudge to settle. We would like to rein those orange dwarfs in if we could. Hopefully we won't have to deal too much with Bretonia, because they'll hopefully get wrecked themselves, but we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and get you upgraded there. You don't have anything at all. Guess we can get you some goat pastures. We'll just try and get these places built up really quickly. And then from there, you're going to move over and go to Carrick Izor, and then Carrick Bufdar. But for the time being, you are okay. You are almost a full army. We were going to recruit. That was it. Now, where did I build? Or where was I building? Because I cannot remember. You can get upgraded to a level 5. You certainly should. I wanted to hire a runesmith. In order to hire a runesmith, you need the Gromril Forge, and I was trying to build one somewhere. Carrick 8 Peaks, probably. Yeah, you're going to have the forge, so that's what we're going to work on there. You can have a better one of those. Get a Slayer Shrine, I suppose. We don't need half of this stuff, so I'm not going to bother. Organ Gun recruited. So, let's go have a look at the armies that we have around. So, you are a full army. What have we got over here? We have... you can come... You can actually... Right, where is everybody? You carry on moving up here. And you, wherever you are, you're the one that's going to start moving over in this direction and deal with the orange dwarfs. That sounds like a plan. Now, up here... Before you get destroyed, you need to go and garrison. Okay. And now we want to get... What did I say? I want another organ gun and a couple of thunderers. Apparently you're in a stance, even though you're fortified. But fine, we'll do it on the next turn. Might have to use global recruitment to do that. We actually just spent a lot of money there. Building those few buildings. They're rather on the expensive side. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Again, still getting a little bit laggy between turns, but not a huge deal I can do about that. Right, you are... looks like you're attacking Bretonia. Unhappy populace. -4 public order for 3 turns. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so can we sort you out now with some extra units? Yes, we can. So, we want to get... yeah, oh, actually, I can get the Thunderers. So, 2 units of Thunderers, and the Organ Gunner is going to have to come from Global. So, that'll build us up to our full 20 there. That is fine. Now, how long is it going to take to build up? You could build that up. I don't really think you need to. Well, we don't need the food. We've got 5, 3, and 3. So the food there totally isn't required anyway. Where was I building that up? I've completely forgotten now. This is what happens in this game. It's Carrick 8 Peaks, isn't it? So you can get the better goat pastures, I suppose. We can afford to do it, so we might as well. I'm not going to build any more buildings. I still haven't... Right, this is one of the issues that I used to have with... Civilization 5 when I first started playing it. It was like, if I could build something, I felt that I had to build it, and that's not the way to win. There are some times where not building something is more beneficial, because the cost and time in building it, and the fact, especially in this game, that it takes up a limited slot. I mean, you don't have a limitation on how many buildings you can build in a city in Civilization 5, so theoretically, if you've got the income to be able to offset the maintenance of the building, and if you've got enough surplus production to be able to build everything, then by all means build everything. But most of the time you are limited and you've got to pick and choose what you build, and it's even more prevalent in Total War because you've got those limited number of slots in the settlement. So sometimes building a building just for the sake of it is pointless, completely pointless. Let's go ahead and give you... What are we doing with you? I guess we'll go ahead and give you Pure Beard. It just makes more sense when Chaos comes back. But for the time being, you are a defensive army. We will get you your Rune Smith at some point. That I promise. Let's go on to the next turn. There isn't much else we can do there. We still have, I think, that one grudge to get rid of, which we should be able to sort out. I think there's only that one grudge anyway. But we are sending a hero over in that direction so we can go and deal with that. Just got to wait for Bretonia to finish shuffling all of their units around. It is strange that Bretonia weren't actually put in as a playable faction in this game. I mean, you can... They are human, obviously like the Empire, but they do have some radically different units, and you can play as Bretonia in the skirmish mode, but there's just no campaign for them. So I'm sure they'll probably get added in DLC at some point. Probably Elves will as well, and maybe Skaven. I don't know what we're likely to see, but I'm sure things will happen. Technology has been researched. That is good. What about Tales of Many Wars? Unit experience for Hammers and Longbeards. Well, we do have some Iron Drakes, recruitment cost, income from salt mines and die makers. Now, what are these ones? Yeah, we don't really need most of these things. Cheaper upkeep for hammers, iron breakers, and iron drakes. Yeah, let's go into iron price because that unlocks 3 other things which will be most useful to us. So, who have we got around then? I do have a hero unit I had up here somewhere who I was sending around to be a pain in the arse to these guys, and I intend to continue doing that. We'll take the one that has the highest chance of working. And it was successful. So we've gone ahead and done some more damage to them. Did you get an upgrade for that? You should have done. You did indeed. Let's go and give you even more patrol ambush. We're just going to make you into an absolute killer. Old Harrock there. Now, where's the other guy? We had one that was heading over to the west, who I now cannot see. Let's go ahead and have a look. Now, was it Durak? It was indeed you. You're going to keep heading over in that direction. So let's have a look in the Book of Grudges, because there are actually 2 in here. Oh yeah, we've got that grudge against the Chaos guys as well. And one thing I also wanted to have a quick look at was the other dwarves, how happy they are with us. So Carrick Zilfin don't really like us at the moment. We're trading with most of the people that we can trade with. Bretonia still won't accept a peace, that is fine. The Empire quite like us. They're friendly, it could be better. They condemn the fact that we're a great power, and they condemn that we've got treaties with Barak Var and Carrick Kadrin. Although if we confederated them, then that wouldn't be a problem itself. I very much doubt now then, we could, if I was to go ahead and confederate these guys, then we'd most likely be fighting the Bretonians because we would have a direct border with them. Carrick Norn, yeah, Carrick Zafin's slightly further north. The Barak Var. See, I'd love to take all their stuff on, but they're really not going to do it. They actually would. The chance of joining Confederation is moderate. They rejected, which is not a surprise. I don't think I'm going to do it right now anyway. It's nice to know that they would, but again, they've probably got a fair few armies. And the problem that I've got is if I confederate them, then I have to pay for all of their armies, and it's more stuff for me to micromanage. So I'm just quite content to treat them as a vassal at the moment. I don't really see a need to confederate them just to give me control of a lot more provinces where I'm going to inefficiently build buildings and redundant armies. But I'm sure at some point we will try and confederate these guys up here and then probably go after Bretonia. There again, when Chaos come back, Bretonia might have more issues dealing with them. They're still dealing with scaling up there as well, so... I'm actually a little bit surprised. You are going to continue working your way over here, if you wouldn't mind. And then the guy that we've got up north, who I've completely lost now. There you are. Well, I saw one of your armies run over in this direction.
Yes, let's move.
Don't know where it went. There's a massive spider in those woods there. Now that's Bretonnian land. We are at war with Bretonnia, so nothing stops us going into their land, so we could do that if we wanted to. A population surplus in the Black Mountains and in Peak Pass. So let's go ahead and get these provincial capitals upgraded. There's so many more games that could do with a button like this that allow you to just go to the button, the place that you need to. Doesn't look like we have the population surplus that we need. Let's go ahead and upgrade the goat herd. Now then, one other thing. I'm not sure if it's built yet, but I best check, otherwise I'll forget. Is going down and having a look at this one. And you have now finished that, so we're going to go ahead and build the Gromrill Forge there. There we go. That's cost us a fair bit of money. And another toolmaker's workshop. With some more income. Our income's pretty decent though. You know, it's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Turn 220. I'm actually... I mean, I know that I've not been playing this efficiently and I've made many, many mistakes. But I'm doing far better at this than I normally do at most Total War games. Given the fact that this is the first and only game of Total War Warhammer that I have played, right? Every single thing that I've ever done in Total War Warhammer, you guys have seen, with the exception of the 5 minutes I spent in a random skirmish map when I first installed the game just to make sure that the frame rate was okay and the video settings were fine. But I mean, this is oh yeah, and the tutorial intro mission, which I did once off screen. But this is my first actual campaign, and I'm not playing any other campaign. So I think for a blind attempt, I'm not doing too bad at all here. Let's go ahead and keep moving those guys around. Caragdromar, you can build something, but I don't know what you really need. I'm not necessarily sure that you need anything, to be honest. I guess we could get the trade building. Wouldn't be terrible. There we go. So, you need to continue your march over here. Hopefully you won't be trespassing because we have a military alliance with these guys. We just need to come over here and perform an action against them. Now, does it have to be against their army, or does it have to be... the Dragon Crown of Karaz. Oh, Arkendorf. Where's Arkendorf? Oh, we could have done that one easily. Or we still can do that one, actually. Let's go ahead and hire a hero. I don't even really care who. Yeah, we'll recruit a hero. And we'll move you down here. That'll take a while, so we'll do that. Now, where's that other quest that I was looking for? Oh, no, it's not a quest, it's a grudge. Use a hero to perform an action against the following settlement. So we actually have to perform an action against their capital. Okay, that's fine. We can manage that. Githian and Bron both have skill points. Bron is the new guy that we've literally just hired. Who is here somewhere. Is he? There he is. Skills. Let's go and... Well, yeah, we're probably going to get rid of you as soon as we've dealt with this, so that's not too much of a problem. Who else was there? Githian. You can have an upgrade now. We want to give to you. I guess wound recovery time could be useful. We're not really using you as a campaign hero, really. Well, we're not really using you for anything, because we haven't really had a lot of battles for a while. But giving you wound recovery time is probably not a bad idea. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not too sure what the purple dwarves are doing, running around with all these heroes in the south. I mean, there shouldn't be any corruption down there. There shouldn't be any sort of public order issues down there. So, you know, that sort of area of the map is relatively safe and shouldn't need too much micromanaging. I'm surprised he doesn't have more of those hero units up to the north. And that's another issue, of course. If I consolidated, or sorry, confederated, then we would end up with all of those units to deal with as well. Winds of Magic have changed. Let's keep going. Oh. Well, we don't need the treasury, so we'll safeguard, as we always do. You are going to continue to move down into this province, because we've got a mission to do that, so why would we not? Organ Gun has been recruited. Have you managed to do that upgrade yet? No, you're still working on it. That is fine. No public order issues. Everywhere's at like 100%, which is brilliant. Christopher Lowe's army's down here. You really don't need to be here, actually. We can certainly move you up north. We've got a lot of armies now. Let's get one army sort of marching over onto the east to sort of get ready to deal with Bretonia if we have to. So let's go ahead and sort of move you over here. Oh, we've actually completed that by moving Christopher there. So that's fine. So what do we need to do here? Win the following battle with Thorgrim Grudgebearer's army, and we'll get ourselves a nice epic crown. Let's go ahead and have a look at it and see where it is. We are right next to it, actually. Not with the wrong army, of course, but we are right next to it. What are the enemy forces? Oddly enough, greenskins, but not all that bad. That's probably a battle that we could win, but we're not going to do that right away. In that case, then, let's go ahead and get rid of you, because we don't actually need you. Sorry, dude, but you are gone. Did I actually click the wrong button there as well? Disband, off you go. See you, buddy. We are going to continue moving with you over to... Where do you need to get to? Over here. That's going to be a pain, isn't it? We can get there, though, so that is fine. Now then, we've still got our other hero over here. We're quite close to a few of their armies, so let's go ahead and attack. 38% chance of success. Let's take it. Was a failure. Wasn't an epic failure, so we didn't die or anything like that. We'll just stay there. We should be fine. And I think that's probably all we're going to get done on this video. I'm going to have to shuffle some of my armies around, but I do want to move into a position so that I can take on Bretonia if I do have to. No doubt I will have to at some point. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying the way things are going so far. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.